Hello, I'm Selena and today we're going to learn how to make an embroidered patch. So the definition of a patch is a small piece of material used to mend a tear or a break, to cover a hole or to strengthen a weak place. It's something to repair something else, to fix something that is broken, to reduce waste, make do and mend, and is a necessity for some. A patch can also be an adornment, so something that's used to embellish something you have, a cute motif, the name of your favourite band or something that you like, just something to inject a little life. The patches I own and make are a mixture of wearable art and protest banners, beautiful images mixed with slogans from Black Lives Matter, support migrants, this is what a working class person looks like, to trans women are real women. They create talking points, they help you find like-minded people, and they let others know you support them. They look good, they fix a hole, and they can show a sense of skill and pride. So this is the patch design that we're going to be making today. So now is the time more than ever to be kind to yourself, to friends, to family, to key workers, to vulnerable people, and well, basically just to everybody. This is what inspired the patch, and this is what we're going to make it as a reminder to yourself and to others to be kind. I chose the bee motif because this is one of the symbols that is used in the city where I live, which is Manchester. It was kind of born from the city's leading role in the Industrial Revolution, and it's meant to represent the worker bee. So it's all about kind of like hard work, but in modern day it's kind of been used as more of a sign for power, strength and unity, and that is something that we all need at this time. You will need some embroidery thread, a piece of felt, a needle, scissors, pen or pencil, and a template. Using the template as a guide, draw the bee motif onto the centre of the felt. We will start by sewing the bee motif. Take the yellow embroidery thread, cut a piece the length of your forearm, and then split the 6 strands into 2 lots of 3. And then thread your needle and knot at one end. Start sewing the yellow stripes using satin stitch. Satin stitch is a good way to fill a block shape using a series of straight stitches. It is best to start in the centre of the area that you want to fill. You come up from underneath the fabric at point 1, entering back in at point 2, taking the needle back to the other side, come up again at point 3 and enter at point 4. Repeat until the whole shape is full of stitching. Once you have finished the yellow stripes, do the same with the black, using 3 strands of the thread and using the satin stitch, sew the 2 black stripes and the tail. Using the black thread, back stitch the mouth and antenna stalks. So back stitch is a series of straight stitches that work along a line, straight or curved. Come up from underneath the fabric at point 1, entering back in at point 2, then come back underneath the fabric at point 3, entering back into point 2. The next stitch would start coming up at point 3 and entering at point 4, and so on, taking your stitches back after every one. Keeping with the black thread, to create the eye and antenna ends, use a French knot stitch. French knot stitch is a little stitch that creates a 3D effect like a small ball on your fabric. Bring the needle up from underneath the fabric at the point you want the French knot to be. Hold the thread tight around 4 centimeters away from the point it entered the fabric. Wrap the needle round this twice, then re-enter the fabric very close to where the needle first came in. Pull down to create the knot. Take the white thread, cut another piece and separate into strands of 3, using back stitch so the outlines of the wings and the inner line. Whilst you still have your white thread in the needle, you can do a small stitch on top of the French knot eye. Using 3 strands again, take your yellow thread and using back stitch, start on the lettering. Some letters like E are just 4 straight stitches, but some that are curved take more, like B, which is 9 stitches. Cut around your patch using the template or drawing your own circle with a 7 centimeter diameter. Cut some more black thread, this time using only 2 strands. Sew round the edge of the circle using blanket stitch. Blanket stitch is so called because it is often found on the edge of blankets to stop fraying. It is a series of evenly spaced interlocking stitches. Start by overstitching on the edge of the fabric, this is point 1, bringing your needle down into the fabric at point 2, making sure the thread passes underneath the needle and pull until the thread sits along the edge of the fabric. So there you have it. So now your patch is all ready to wear. Sew it to your chosen item with some sewing thread, or you can kind of pin it on there onto something, or you can get something called iron-on bonder web, which you often use to kind of iron up hems. So it's like a self-adhesive thing. But yeah, I think pinning it on is pretty cool. So yeah, wear your patch with pride.